What is going on? It is me, Joe Schmo. Now, we got some more controversy going on with Linus Tech Tips. If you're not already caught up, I'd be surprised. I'll leave some links in the description, but at this point, a lot of people are talking about Linus this week. This is my third video on Linus this week because more and more just keeps coming out. And just when I thought it was over and we were going to have a great resolution, in my opinion, to the original claims, the original controversy, more came up. So I woke up this morning to a video from the Linus Tech Tips channel, and it was great. It was a response to a lot of the community's issues with Linus, and it had the whole team on it. It had the new CEO, it had Linus's wife, it had Linus, and people are criticizing that video for having ads run on it and etc. But I mean, only time will tell if they're gonna move forward in a positive direction, and I do think that this video was a great start to that and a great sign. I think the video that Linus put out today with his team was very good. It was a great response. I'll leave a link to that along with all the other links to all the related videos that I find to be the most relevant to this situation in the description. And I really thought that video would be the end of it, but now that that chapter of the controversy, in my opinion, is closed for now at least, we have some brand new controversy being brought to the table. A former Linus Tech Tips employee, Madison Reeve, you may recognize her from one of Linus's extreme Intel tech upgrades where they build one of the employees' computer and it's on Intel's tab. They're really great videos. You should check them out. But Madison worked for Linus. I think her position was something to do with the social aspect. I know that she did the shorts on YouTube, and I saw on Twitter she also had mentioned that she ran the OnlyFans account for Linus, which yes, Linus does have a OnlyFans account. But before I get too far into it and I get ahead of myself, I'm just going to pull up an article and we'll read that together. Here's an article by Dextro. Hopefully this will be a good summary, and I'll do my best to sniff out bullshit when I smell it. Ex-Linus Tech Tips employee alleges mistreatment and poor conditions. No one gets a break. All right, well, let's see what she has to say. Linus Tech Tips is currently facing scrutiny from Gamers Nexus and the wider community for accuracy and ethical concerns, which included auctioning a prototype item they did not own as okay, I'm gonna skip ahead here to just the stuff about Madison, because we should at this point already kind of know all that stuff. That's the old drama. This is now the new drama. Or allegations, whatever you want to call it. People hate when I call stuff like this drama. I apologize. Now, streamer and content creator Madison Reeve has shared the reasons why they left their role at Linus Media Group as social media manager in a long and damning thread regarding the allegations, reasons for leaving the role in late 2021. They were hired following a memorable appearance on a previous LTT video where Reeve appeared with Linus Sebastian after winning a competition. It remains Linus Tech Tips' 5th most watched video. I watched the video, it was good. They built the computer. I thought it was for the Intel upgrade stuff, but I guess not. It was a competition. I never publicly made any statements regarding my time there before. I feared even more backlash from a community that was already attacking, defaming, and sending me death threats. I hate when people that want to have a presence online cry about death threats. Nobody should get death threats, but it's part of the game. Unfortunately, I get death threats. If I didn't want to get death threats, if I didn't want people attacking me, I wouldn't make these videos, okay? I really, okay, I'm gonna stop, but that really annoys me, okay? At the end of the day, you do not have to have an online presence. It is not anything you are entitled to. You can turn off the computer. You can put down the phone. I'm sorry. That really annoys me. Reeve stated on her Twitter X account before posting that they would not have recommended anyone I knew to work there, especially with my experiences as a woman in the office. Okay, women get hit online. It's a thing. It really does happen. So let's get into that. Reeve continues to allege that they were called incompetent and attempted to get help from managers, but was rebuffed and told to be more assertive. Following this, they claim to have been pulled into a meeting where they were laughed at. Obviously, I have a normal job. I, deal with people pretty regularly. I have a lot of experience in the workforce at this point compared to Madison. I think she's younger than me. And regardless, we're around the same age. I'm 26. And I do have to say, man, I hate to be a boomer, but a lot of people do have a lack of self-accountability in the workplace. We've had issues, and I've seen issues with typically younger employees that, they think they take everything very personally. I don't know if that's what happened here. I have no way of knowing if that's what's happened here, but in my personal experience, that's definitely potentially what could have happened here, but maybe we have more on that. Oh man, we're getting into allegations of assault, sexism, and inappropriate conduct. Okay, so this is where it's gonna probably get pretty bad. Following their attempts to receive help, Reeve alleges that they were inappropriately grabbed multiple times in the office and barred from appearing in Linus Tech Tips video. That's really bad. And if that happened, I really hope that Madison pursues legal action against whoever did that, and I would hope that the Linus team would address that person appropriately. That's not good. There's no defense for that. And yeah, what more is there to take away, really? The opportunities LTT presented to me were nothing in comparison the day-to-day issues I faced. Reeve continued, claiming she was met with multiple sexist remarks throughout the duration of their employment. That's not good. That's not good. I don't know. I wasn't there. I cannot add much to that. Obviously, that's bad if that happened. And there's no way, based on what I'm seeing here, to determine whether or not it did happen. I don't work for Linus, but this is something else that, unfortunately, with all the other stuff going on, I really think Linus needs to address very publicly. Oh, here's a tweet clipping. Here's a clip of a tweet. Madison Suop. Also, apparently some managers didn't like me because I hadn't gotten drunk with them before, which was said in that haha, just joking, but actually I'm serious tone. After I came forward about being assaulted, someone accused Linus of inappropriate conduct on Twitter. He came over to my corner and started berating her, calling her insane, mentally ill, and attention seeker, and just digging into this poor woman who had felt wronged by him. Whoa, I didn't know anything about that. Okay. I mean, yeah, this needs to be addressed by Linus. It sucks because there's a lot going on right now, and when it rains, it pours, but I really, Linus has to address this, unfortunately, as well, in my opinion, and I hope to get that response soon. I was asked about my sexual history, my boyfriend's sexual history. Reeves asserted and said that certain issues at the company involved sexual tension and that they should take a coworker out on a coffee date to ease it out. What? That's like the sexual tension. You're basically, she's suggesting that people were having sexual tension in the office that was affecting work performance, and people in positions of power were suggesting they go take a coffee break to work it out. That, if it's true, is fucking insane. But with these severe accusations, I really hope she is able to back up these claims in some way. Furthermore, Reeves counts that they were asked to twerk for a coworker. Oh my, no way. That's so bad. There's never a good time for that. Guys, new to the workplace, keep it professional to some level. I don't think you need to be like overly professional, like Elon Musk employee expectation level professional, but you can't, if this is all true, which we do not know at this point if it is or it isn't, innocent till proven guilty, but if these things are true, this is not good, obviously. So she was told to twerk, and then nothing ever came from reporting these incidents. Here's another tweet. There were numerous instances of misinformation being given to me purposely to negatively impact my work. I only know this because coworkers would tell me they overheard the actual information I should have been given. Work from home was a whole issue. If you took 3 minutes to answer a personal email, you could get in trouble. Happened to me. That sucks. Some positions have downtime, and I'm fortunate enough to work for people that are very understanding of that. As long as I get my tasks of the day done, as long as I'm doing my job, how I spend every single hour of my day is not like heavily monitored or criticized, and that's how it should be. Okay. That's just how it is. Some jobs have downtime. It's not normal to just sit and work your ass off for 8 hours straight, especially if it's like not your company. But I digress. There is a system of micromanaging and a level of distrust because the amount of content they have to push out daily is so insane. No one gets a break. And that goes back to the original things that Linus has addressed now. Well, his team has addressed well in their new video that came out before these accusations came forward from Madison Suop. Reeve further claimed that she was reprimanded for taking sick days, which culminated in them commenting. Wait, what? Reeves further claimed that she was reprimanded for taking sick days, which culminated in them committing an act of self-harm. It was genuinely the only way in my mind to take a day off without being harassed for a reason why. So she hurt herself just to get a day off work? Well, if this is really that bad over at Linus Tech Tips team, we're going to have more people come out with similar stories. It's going to happen. They have a pretty large team at this point. If it is so bad over there that people are physically harming themselves to get sick days off of work because the work is that bad, we're going to get more stories, and this is going to be validated, but that hasn't happened quite yet. They stated nothing that after speaking to managers regarding their mental health, they were belittled and told they had bad time management skills. There are so many instances that led up to the moment. Some of them I have replayed over and over, asking myself, what did I do wrong? How could I have changed the situation? But I don't think I could have, Reeve continued, noting that after a coworker reached out to them saying that the issues were not theirs, but the company's. The circumstances of her accepting the role were allegedly announced publicly before their knowing. In addition to her contract not lining up with what she had told regarding personal projects in the role, which they had to move countries for, I am not stating what happened to me because I am seeking clout. I'm stating it because it has eaten away at me for 2 years, Reeve said before reiterating that they are talented people at LMG, but that the company is being stiffed by ego and a bottom line, which is hampering their work and slowly destroying some of them and hurting entire reputations of a company. Okay, that I don't give a fuck about. Okay, honestly, I don't know. Here's the deal, guys. If this is how bad the work environment is, more people are going to come forward. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. But for this to all have happened 2 years ago, there's a lack of self-accountability here. Okay, if you're being mistreated this severely at work, I'm not saying it's the easiest thing to do in the world, but listen, be responsible for yourself. You can leave your job every day. It's not easy to do, but like right now, tomorrow, if there's a big shake up at work, and people start treating me terribly and it's ruining my mental health, I am going to start taking steps to get the fuck out of there. And that's the end of it. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait for more to come out about this. Reeve said before reiterating that there are talented people at LMG, but that the company is being stifled by ego and a bottom line, which is hampering their work and slowly destroying some of them and hurting the entire reputation of the company. And that goes back to things that have already been addressed. And again, a lot of this is we just have to wait and see what happens, because those things at least have been addressed by Linus and his team now, officially in a video on their main YouTube channel. So now we'll have to see if things change. Reeve's grievance with LMG continues as they claimed there are so many stories of horrible things and shows of ego that I witnessed while working there. They continue to claim that Linus' own statements are a gross misrepresentation of what actually goes on behind the doors. The ex-Linus Media Group employee concluded, please don't attack individuals who don't actually have power at this company. Most of them are blameless or powerless to actually change anything. Dude, I've been covering this drama all week, all right, and all the comments on my videos on this drama, this controversy, whatever you want to call it, they've all been against Linus, and we've been very sympathetic of the rest of the team. So what is this? Please don't attack individuals who don't actually have power at this company. Most of them are blameless or powerless to actually change anything. You're addressing an issue that doesn't meaningfully exist, okay? And for what means that is, I do not know, but that is what you were doing. Linus Sebastian announced in May that he would be stepping down as CEO and instead taking on another role at the company, but still remains the owner of Linus Media Group alongside his partner, Yvonne Ho. And then here at the end of this is actually something personal to me as far as self-harm goes. If you're having issues with mental health, and you think you might do something not so great to yourself, here's a number for you guys to call, 1-800-273-8255. Remember, guys, overall, things can always get better. Since that came up, I mean, just, be willing to accept help when you need it and try to be realistic with yourself when you need that help as far as mental health goes. It's a bit off topic, I guess, but kind of on topic. So yeah, obviously, again, I was a bit critical of this article, and they are just accusations at this point. So I think it's fair to be critical. But, I hope the truth does come out. And, I hope that Linus and whoever on his team may have mistreated her, the way she's being described, the way she's describing here. I hope they're held accountable, and I hope there are repercussions for, mistreating her to this degree. But, only time will tell. More will come out. There's more than just 1-2 employees over on Linus's team. More people will come forward, and that's how these things go. Once one person says something, when it rains, it pours, guys. When it rains, it pours. But yeah, that's all for me. Joe Schmo. bit of a heavy topic here to discuss. If you like the video, and I really don't want to promo too hard with the heavy topics, but like, subscribe, comment, especially if you know something about this, or if more comes forward, feel free to comment and I'll pin it. And that's all from me, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.